now. Let's just start over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's the option. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Jones 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, second down.
56,
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Is third down.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Goddard. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Goddard. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 33 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score indoors 14. 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple. Second down and 8.
The 44-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jones. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's out to the left and complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a
nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
4-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 51.
Jones off the play fake. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it with Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Sacramento.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? When you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's across mid.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Jones. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had a decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with the fullback, Juszczyk. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Jones hit and the ball's out.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes.
To number 40.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the Sacramento
First throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Goddard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Condors.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Complete.
11 yards on the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
8-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdowns.
Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Condors.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Goddard. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Tevin Coleman.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Aaron Jones.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And a yard at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
35, 49ers 10.